We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Are you avoiding the fun or reducing your income because you're afraid to be in public? Not because you're unsociable or because you're sickly, but because you believe that you could become a victim of a virus? Dr. Moreno, the creator of Method Moreno, simplifies terms associated with COVID and diseases induced by vaccines, while showing proven methods that enable you to strengthen your immunity, reverse the conditions originating after vaccines, and interpret the repetitive words of media with confidence. Release your fears by becoming more knowledgeable with How to Minimize Dis-ease, enhanced by Vaccine Association.
Hotep, Haru here with another episode. You Are the Gym Podcast Show, episode number 155. Perception versus perspective. Curiosity has always been an interesting concept of mine for me. Perception and perspective are very closely related concepts. Therefore, I want you to understand, to enlighten the mind, to express the mind, open the mind, as I dive deep into these two phrases or concepts known as perception and perspective. As I linger in daily having experience with these two concepts, I want to just dive deeper within these concepts to kind of give you an understanding of what's going on, not just with myself, but with your being, with you being. So let's dive into it. Perception and perspective are very closely related concepts, but they have distinct meanings on how they apply in one's life, especially in the context of how we understand and interpret the world around us. How big is that? Let's get on the same level before we dig a little deeper within these two concepts. Perception. It refers to a way in which I or you interpret and make sense of sensory information. It involves the process of recognition, organization, and interpreting sensory stimuli such as sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell. Perception is influenced by various factors. That includes my past experiences, my culture background, my emotions, my cognitive processes, and we'll be going deeper into that in a later show when it comes to cognitive processes. My perception can differ from you as of a person to person, and it can also be influenced by biases and expectations. So my biases and expectations are actually have an impact on the result that I see fit for any particular event or issue that pops up within my life. For example, my brothers and I was raised in the same single mother house, our home, but my brothers perceive these same events we experience together, but they have different individual experience and cognitive processes that have developed a different result within their experiences, right? So me being 10 years old at the time, thinking as a young child, what I need to do, I need to step up my game, right? I need to take care of my brothers. This is what's going on in my mind. As my father was incarcerated, What effect did that do to my little brothers? You know what I'm saying? Because my next brother was 8 years old. Then my youngest brother was 6 years old, right? So what is really going on in their minds? What is the reflection going on? Daddy's missing. No longer processing family orientated or unity within that family structure, right? We're relying on our mother. But then I had to step up, learn, be a quick learner, be an adult at the age of 10. How can you put that on a child and expect them to come out all right? Think about that. So perspective, on the other hand, it refers to a particular way of viewing and understanding something. This involves mental framework through which I or you interpret and understand the world. Perspective is shaped by a variety of factors, including personal beliefs, values, culture background, and life experiences. And you know what's interesting too? Because when you're talking like the black culture or African American culture, this has been a culture that's been really invented when it comes to family structure. And maybe I get some feedback on this. I'm definitely want to get some feedback from my counterparts. So those of you who tuning in, you may be African American descent, African black, however you want to use that status in America. Because the uniqueness about the situation is we can create what we want to create within that family value or that family culture. But a lot of us take on the stereotypes in most cases. We feel like we got to prove something, especially with black men, black boys. We tend to grow up and we tend to prove that we need to prove something to show people that we are independent, show that we don't need your help. We can do this on our own. This is the mentality we see it. This is the mentality I have witnessed and feel that's why sports have been very catalyst for African Americans or black folks or black people or black males to be in general with you. You can see that mindset of how sports allow you to express that I'm independent. I can do this on my own. I don't need your help. It's a mindset, mental toughness, grit, all that other bullshit that we include in that mindset. And another factor I think we got to realize within this perspective is age. All the conditioning in the programs that we've been conditioned to, the complacency. You know what I'm saying? These are elements that we don't really pay no attention to because we're so used to it. It's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? It's part of life. Okay, somebody passed on, somebody died. You handle your business, you step up to plate. You don't cry. You feel that you got to be strong for the family. What a man is, what masculinity is. It's so many bullshit factors out there that we don't really take the time to go in. Like I said, go in for real. So with perspective, it's my lens through which I see and interpret the world, right? People have different perspectives on the same issues and events, but these perspectives can lead to varying interpretations and understanding, right? Via, as I use my examples of my younger brothers, their interpretations are totally different from my interpretation of what was happening in 1985. Even the drive, I even remember the drive, my grandfather driving us. We're all in the truck, in a Chevy truck to be exact, all sitting in the truck, driving to I think we was going to my grandmother's house. Yeah, going to my grandfather's house, they came to pick us up because my father just had robbed C&J's Out of all the places in the world, he robbed C&J's, right? So I'm a young kid. I'm thinking, wow, what's really going on? My life is changing. My whole total atmosphere, environment is changing. And it changed for the worse, keep it real with you. These abandonment issues that I'm working with within my psyche, even though I have been doing the work, thank you to Psi seminars. Now, let's dig deeper into these complexities of the two influential aspects of human cognization. Since I broke down the concepts of perception and perspective, perception is heavily influenced by my senses and cognitive processes, often resulting in a unique interpretations of the same stimuli by different people or individuals. As perspective focus on the lens through which I or you view the world by shaping your understanding of events and people and concepts, or my self-understanding of events, people, and concepts. These differences have impact my interpretations or my interactions in my relationships. I have seen this time and time again with my relationships or with my agreements with others, where I have these perceptions. I have these perspectives. I want to share these perspectives. I want to share this perception of what I have encountered with this particular relationship. So the differences in perception can lead me to misunderstandings and conflicts in my life, hence my relationship with my significant other. Even though I do feel regret to an extent, but I don't regret anything. But I want those of you to understand me, that are close to me, that even how I left my last relationship, it wasn't honorable. And the factors have been shown throughout this process of digging deeper within my conscious, digging deeper within my subconscious or my superconscious, to be able to understand what's going on with me when I have these abandonment issues, when I have this courage issues, when I have these I'm not enough issues, I'm not loving, she cannot love me enough. These are some of the things that was going on in my psyche. While altering my perspective, it can be enriched and help me foster the empathy for others, right? Something that we usually don't talk about within our work setting, having empathy, compassion, for those of people around you who going through a lot of bullshit too. You feel what I'm saying? But then we still talk about a lot of people want to victimize themselves, put themselves in this victim mentality, where a victim mentality doesn't win anything. Even you might win some hearts for a minute, but that's temporary. You see what I'm saying? So you got to get out of this victim mentality. And that's a big perspective, and that is a big perception as well. This also opens up the world of contribution to the diversity of the human experiences. And what I mean by that, to keep it 100 with you, to be exact, to open up, understand what's going on with us. We're dealing with we got a lot of bullshit going on, a lot of distractions, a lot of invasive distractions with our phones, with significant others, with people that are in our lives that are not giving us healthy information. They're giving us toxic information. Takers and givers, as the brothers would say. Takers and givers. What are you? You a taker or you a giver? And maybe that can be circumstantial too as well. While understanding the dynamic can enhance communication and relationships, it promotes more inclusive and empathetic society. It's very fascinating how these concepts influence not only my personal life, but also broader societal issues from politics and culture, art and science, and many other perspectives of expressions that we have encountered throughout our lifetime. Even with the AI, even with all these particular technological aspects, the transhumanism, and many other aspects of that. Some of these influences that we became so overwhelmed with, these idol worshiping. I mean, we allowed games to really dictate our lifestyles, right? When you think about chess, when you think about checkers, when you think about invasive understanding of these games that really take you away from the element of living life and living life to the fullest, having the courage, having the trust, having the commitment of being that energy, being that truth within you, being that love within you. Because love is the only answer, really, even though that has many perspectives as well. Then we'll add perception and perspective shape a collective understanding of this world. Many other expressions that have these concepts are part of my reality. It shapes my reality, literally. But that's the beautiful thing of learning, of growing, of keep on moving forward. Accepting the awareness allows deeper insights and appreciation for diverse viewpoints. As I wrap it up, it's so clear that perception and perspective are connected to my human experience as well as yours, right? By recognizing the distinctions between the two and acknowledging their impact, I can navigate conversations and interactions with greater understanding and empathy. Building relationships with your significant other. Bonding relationships with your significant other. Allowing to speak on expectations from that significant other. Allowing the love languages to speak out loud to your significant other. Allowing you to accept the love that they want to give you and open up to that opportunity, right? This opens up more compassionate society by valuing the richness of the diverse viewpoints that others may bring to the table, or in your life or in my life. So I want to conclude today's episode, the You Are the Gym podcast show, episode 155, Perception versus Perspective. Thank you for joining. Stay tuned for more thought-provoking discussions in the near future. Until next time, keep exploring, learning, and embracing the many facets of the world around you. Much love, happiness, Hotep. I'm out. Are you looking to take your fitness and wellness to the next level? Do you want to learn from the best trainers and coaches in the industry? From the comfort of your own home, look no further than You Are the Gym Club Academy online courses. Our courses offer a comprehensive and personalized approach to fitness and wellness with expert guidance and support every step of the way. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned pro, we have courses that suit your needs and goals. From strength training and conditioning to mental health to mindfulness. And the best part, you can access our courses anytime, anywhere, on any device. With our flexible and convenient online platform, you can learn at your own pace and on your own schedule making it easier than ever to prioritize your health and wellness. So what are you waiting for? Invest in yourself and join the You Are the Gym Club Academy community today at youarethegymclubacademy.onlinecoursehost.com.